There's a lot of answers on the internet nowadays, but there is one question I cannot find a single answer to. And that question is, why are people so soft nowadays? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not the kind of guy that's going to joke about your mum dying and then call you a snowflake, but I am seeing people get softer and softer by the day, and it's honestly getting a little bit scary. Now, there's a technology accessory brand by the name of Dbrand. They make kind of cool iPhone cases and laptop cases and whatever else you can kind of think of which you could put on a phone. And they kind of have a renowned team on Twitter for just insulting people, primarily their customers, but it's just a big joke. And recently, I guess you could say they stepped over the line because they decided that they wanted to joke about someone's last name. Now, the customer that they insulted goes by the name of Buwan Shiranch. I don't know if I've pronounced that correctly, but I'm trying my best. I've never seen a name like that in my life. If someone can correct me, please do. And essentially, their customer was just complaining about how they bought a skin a couple months back, but it didn't remain the same color after just 2 months, and they were just asking what they should do. Now, in fairness, this isn't aggressive at all, and you could definitely argue that Dbrand did clap back a little bit too hard, which I'd say maybe they did a little bit. If the customer was being a piece of shit, okay, fair enough. But you have to keep in mind, they are renowned for doing this. And if you're going to go on Twitter and ask them a question like this or complain, you should kind of expect it back. Now, what they said back is quite absurd, but they said, your last name is basically shit rash. Be serious. Now, in my opinion, okay, I really don't think that is that bad at all. And I do not understand why people are so upset about this. I really don't get it. Now, sure, the guy that they insulted, he's Indian, and you could say, oh yeah, they're trying to call him a shit stain because he's brown, ha ha ha. But no, that's just not what they meant at all. They probably just saw his last name and thought, oh, I can make something funny out of that. Now, that tweet absolutely exploded, and it basically just resulted in Dbrand getting hunted down by the entire city of Twitter. Everyone really went out there with their torches and their pitchforks, just like the Simpsons, and just were hunting them down because of what they said. I was not one of them. I was just a spectator from the guidelines because I really don't think it's that bad. But in order to put things right, they did actually, make a new tweet, and they have fixed things with the guy, sort of. So I'm going to read what they put out. Well, that escalated quickly. Yes, we made fun of a guy's name. It was a huge fumble. We apologized to him directly and offered him $10,000 as a gesture of goodwill. Fucking hell. I mean, if someone's getting paid $10,000 just because a brand made fun of their last name, please hit me with as many insults as you possibly can. I'll give you more than one. You can literally have 10,000 insults. If I get $1 per insult, fucking hell, hit me with as many as you want. That is the easiest 10 grand that guy will ever make in his life. Anyway, they then, kind of gave a bit of context. They just said, we've been poking fun at customers on social media for over a decade now. We're not going to stop, but maybe next time you'll be the one who gets $10,000. I think that's a brilliant way to finish up the tweet. It really does. If you genuinely got upset by this, okay, fair enough. The guy that was insulted, he can get upset. But if you actually got upset by this and you're not the guy who got insulted, what the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously, like how are you getting upset over that? I genuinely do not get it. If you don't have the same last name as that guy, why are you so offended? Anyway, yeah, I'd say that they cleared the tweet up pretty nicely. They just kind of said, fuck you. Anyway, even after all of this, and the guy made the easiest 10 grand of his life, people still had a problem with it. Because apparently, Dbrand were just giving him hush money. Now, yeah, sure, it would be hush money if they told him to not speak about it, but they haven't. They literally stated, to clarify, this offer has no strings attached. You can continue hating us, tweeting about this situation, or even sharing this DM wherever you see fit. We just want to make amends for our lapse in judgment and the chaos that ensued in your world. Does anything else really need to be said? They said it all. It's perfectly fine. You don't need to say anything else. Anyway, after that response, there were a couple more just complaints about it, and Dbrand came out and just said, fair enough, we left the offending tweet up because we didn't want to seem like we were sweeping this situation under the rug. We recognize our original tweet went too far and created a platform for hateful discourse, given that we've already buried the hatchet with, yeah, and then the guy's name. Now, I just want to focus on what they said, where, they created a platform for hateful discourse. This is something that brands have to be, and just anyone who has a platform have to be incredibly careful about, because yes, you can easily just set something up and you'll just get all the incels on Twitter chatting shit about it. So I would say, okay, fair enough, that is their mistake there. But that doesn't mean to say that you can blame every single hate comment towards Indians that people said under the post on Dbrand. They do not control the people that follow them. They do not control the comment section. They can't stop people from writing certain things. And guess what? You can't do that on Twitter anymore anyway, because there's no more censorship. You can say whatever the fuck you want on Twitter now. So yeah, I would agree. You know, the only reason why they shouldn't have made that joke is because it could have resulted in much worse things, which it did. But I think the joke on itself was fine. I really don't see a big problem with it. And like what I said earlier, if you're actually getting offended by it, you're just fucking lame. Like, you're just looking to be a victim of something. The only person who should actually feel somewhat offended is the guy that was insulted. And he actually replied to this. He said, at Dbrand, usually love your banter, but this went too far. Engaging in racial discussions at degrade communities isn't cool. Keeping the 10k though. I'm sorry, I don't see the race thing. I really don't. Okay, you just look at his name. If you look at the way that you would pronounce it, you have the CH, which is pronounced Sha. Okay, so you see it. Oh, shit. And then you see, oh, ranch. Oh, you know, if you remove the N, it's rash. Shit rash. Haha. Funny joke. People are making it way deeper than it needs to be because they want to be a victim of something. It's so sad. And we're seeing that so much more often nowadays on the internet. Like, you'll get like a one-on-one situation happen, and then all of a sudden you get all of these fucking incel nerds be like, oh, I'm offended as well. Please give me an apology. Please, please, please. It's ridiculous. You know, it's genuinely just so strange. People tend to forget that you are on the fucking internet. People will say whatever they want. Like, this video is gonna go up, and there's a chance that everyone in the comment section hates me and they want to chat shit. And I'll say, you know what, fair enough. I posted this on the internet, and there is a very high chance that someone's not going to like it and they're going to try and chat shit to me. But if someone does that, that doesn't mean to say that someone else in the comment section should get offended. I'm not even going to get offended by it, so why are other people getting so upset about it? Anyway, yeah, I just want to talk about the situation because I just find it ridiculous, and it shows how desperate people are to just like latch onto things like leeches nowadays. It's really sad. But yeah, that's about it. I'm happy that the guy got his 10k. See ya.